What's up guys, this is Aatlas, and at this channel we seek to help people who are struggling financially or people who are just looking to increase their wealth, because there's no nobility in poverty. My personal experience with finance started back in 2015, where I was broke and I needed to figure everything out. So I read a lot of articles about everything from finance to business. Then I moved on to books, courses, and then I decided to enroll in business economics at the university. I want to share my experience with you guys because financial literacy is a huge global problem. We aren't taught about money or money management in school, so this channel will be a tool for you guys to educate yourself. And this video will be part of a series that will help you guys understand and secure your financial future. So make sure to hit that notification bell in order to get notified whenever I upload new content. And also make sure to watch this video all the way through the end, because at the end you'll be able to go from step 1 to step 4 in just a matter of days. I'm Aatlas and welcome to World of Finance. What's up you guys, and welcome to World of Finance, where we will help you improve your financial situation through education. But first, be sure to smash that like button, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Finally, what you've been waiting for, the 10-step guide on how to retire early. Step 1 is called financial dependency. And in order to clear this or check this off the box, you need to have an income that can provide for your debt payments and your survival expenses. Basically, financial dependency is where we all start out when we're born. We need someone to pay for our food, our shelter, our basic survival expenses. So once you have an income that can support you on your own, you're over this hump and you can check it out. Once you've cleared step 1, you reach step 2. It's called financial solvency. And at this point in your life, the income from your job are able to support your debt payments and your living expenses. But if anything unexpected should happen, like your car would break down in the middle of the road, you would be in trouble. Which leads me to step 3. You have now cleared step 1 and 2 and are now ready for 3. Step 3 is called financial stability. And this is where you create some kind of emergency fund. If you follow Dave Ramsey's 7 baby step strategy, you only need $1,000 on this one. I would recommend going 3 to 6 months of living expenses, and if you're really ambitious, go 12 months. Make sure to invest them in something liquid and something with very low market swings. Next up is step 4. Step 4 is debt freedom, and as the name implies, it means you're free of any debt obligations. Some people might think that means completely free of debt obligations. Others would be okay with having a house payment. I personally think that you can check this box off when you have only good debt left. And I would define good debt as anything below 4%. Some might go as high as say below 5%. I'll stick to 4 because of the 4% rule. Step 5 is called coasting. And this is where it begins to get interesting, because here we are able to transition from a high paying job to a more low paying job, because the dividend from your investment make up the difference in wages. This can only be calculated by the individual because it varies. If you have, for example, a paying job that gives you $50,000 a year and you go down to $40,000, you need to have invested enough to make $10,000. So if we say 10,000 is 4%, 4% divided by 4, that's 2.5 times 100, that's 250,000. And people might transition job for a lot of different reasons. It could be because of a lack of passion, because they have a passion for something else, or maybe because they're just stressed at their current job. Your reason is yours and no one else knows but you. Step 6 is called financial security. And this is where the dividend or the cash flow from your investments cover your annual basic survival expenses. It's very, very important you know that it's survival expense. This is a very important step because at this point, you can actually lose your job without tapping into your savings, your emergency fund. So a very important step. Step 7 is called financial flexibility. In order to check this off your box, you need 12.5 times your annual living expenses. It's very important to note that your cash flow, interest, and dividend are very market sensitive, and therefore you live a very lavish life when the markets are up and a very bearish lifestyle when they're down. Finally, step number 8 It's called smash that like button if you haven't already, but remember to subscribe. And if you find any of this video helpful, please do leave a timestamp down in the comment. Step 8 is called financial independence. You can check this box off when you have 25 times your annual living expenses invested. It's based upon the strategy of the 4% rule, which means that you are no longer at the mercy of the market. So step 8 is typically where people want to go because you're now financially independent and can actually retire. But if you want to have a more secure lifestyle, you probably need something more. If you want to be more secure, you might want to go to step 9. Step 9 is called financial freedom. This includes step 8, which means that you need to have 25 times your annual living expenses invested, plus an additional amount invested. The additional amount should cover your other life goal. The additional amount should give off a cash flow, a dividend, or interest to cover the other goals. Step 10 is called financial abundance. In order to check this box off, you probably need about 75 times your annual living expenses.